So I'm going to show you another event called mousemove, and we're going to be using this together with Canvas. So we're actually going to track our mouse wherever it is when it's inside this specific HTML canvas we're going to create. So in our HTML, we're just going to reuse the one we have here. Sorry. And after our buttons, I'm just going to create a HR so it divides it up, but we're going to create an ID called canvas here. And for now, this canvas is going to be empty. And I'm just going to attach some styles to this real quick. So canvas, or I could just probably have called it canvas, but that doesn't matter. And in here, I'm just going to give it a width of, I don't know, 400 pixels, some height, 250 pixels, give it a border so we can see it, 1 pixel solid, and let's go like this. So let's see if this is actually here. Woo! So we got a canvas here, right? Cool. I'm going to keep my console open because we're going to use this and you are going to use it as well, of course. So this is kind of just having our information. What we want to track here is wherever our mouse is on the two axes we have, on the x-axis and the y. xy or yx, I can't remember which one is up and down. But we're going to track our mouse on these. And how we do this is, we of course going to track it, but we also want to print out the value, right? So inside our canvas, we're going to print this out in a little bit. First things first, inside our app.js file, we're just going to create, after our subtract, we're going to create a new method here. And we're just going to call this update mouse position. There we go. That's going to be the name of this one. So here we're going to track. And this is the name of the methods, and it's going to be a function. And so let's just create this so we have the function here. What we want to track is the event, right? The event of the mouse moving around so we can actually see what happens. So we want to track the actual event. So we're just going to type event in here. And in this event here, we are going to print out our values, and we're going to store these values so we can actually print them out in our HTML over here. How we do this is similar to this one up here. We're going to use this keyword to store our information. And the first one I want to store is just the .x, right? So this is where we store the coordinates for our x. And we already passed the event through, right? So where the mouse is in this canvas over here. So we're going to use the event for this. Actually, I'm going to show you something else. I'm just going to remove this, and I'm just going to console log so you can see what I'm talking about. Console log, and then we're going to print out the event. So let's save this and refresh, and nothing happens. This is because I forgot to actually do the v-on here. So we need to attach it so it knows what to do. So inside our canvas here, we're going to do v-on, and then we're going to use the event of mouse move, like so. And then we're going to set this to whatever we called this one in here, which was update mouse.position. It's a good idea to remember things like this. So let's see if this works and refresh. So now you can see, whoa, it just went totally nuts over here. Let's just do the last one here. So expand this one down here. And what we want to look at is we want to get the off, this one here, is the off set x and y. This is the one we want. So if I do, well that was not smart, just expanding another one. This is the changes that happens for every time it tracks my mouse, the movement of mouse, it prints out these new coordinates here. These are the ones we actually want to store and print out in our canvas over here. So that's what I was starting to do before. So let's do this again. So we're just gonna keep the console log here, and then we're gonna do this x again. And now we know that the event that we just printed out has specific things, and the one we want to catch is the offset x, right? So we do event.offset x for the first one, and then we do this .y, and guess what? Event offset y instead, right? So now for each move, each event where there's a change, it's going to store the value of this x set, the x and y values into this variable here. And we can then just grab this and print this out here because it's now binded to this one. So we can just do curly brackets and print out x for me, comma, curly brackets and y. Cool, let's try this. So hover and nothing happens. So that's sort of strange. Right, let's see, x, y. Oh, we forgot to, in here, to declare them up here. So we have to set them up here so we can actually use them. So x is going to be 0. Like we wanted to use age, we need to have it up here, of course. And we need to do the same with y. So that's going to be 0 as well. So should be 0, 0 now. And once we hover it, you can see the value here changes. So that's how we can manipulate our data, or grabbing data from an event, in case of this, a mouse move, and transfer it, storing the data, and then presenting the data on our DOM here through VueJS. Alrighty, that's kind of what I want to show you for now with how we can use events. There are many more you can use, but these are just some of them that I've shown you.